Prabhavati, Kelvin and Fahad. Is my voice perfectly audible? Okay. Fine. So Kelvin, Prabhavati, Lakshmi, Fahad and Racy. Is my voice perfectly audible? Okay. 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 Niharika ma'am is having some, she's not well today. So I'm taking your class. Okay. Fine. Are you people okay with it? So in my class, obviously, I'm going to teach you business English, as I told you earlier. Okay. Is it fine? Okay. So for this class, should I teach you English or should I continue with her subject? Shall we do some English or shall we stick to the subject only? Please let me know. I'll go with the majority. Okay. Okay. Racy is saying echo. How about others? Okay, fine. So many people they want me to cover English. Okay. So Racy, shall we continue with English? Lakshmi, how about you? Oh, echo. Okay. Okay, let's continue with the subject only. Okay, I will cover English in my class. Lakshmi, are you there? Good to see you after a long time. So the topic we are going to do today is dissatisfaction, complaint and grievance. Okay. To see, is my voice okay? Okay, fine. Now, so what is dissatisfaction? What is a grievance? How will you define grievance? What is a grievance? What is grievance? Kelvin, Prabhavati, Fahad and Racy. How will you define grievance? Fahad is saying insult, complaints. Yeah. That means I am not satisfied with something and I hold grudge for that, right? Okay, fine. To understand what grievance is, you must clearly be able to distinguish between dissatisfaction, complaint and grievance. Torrington, 1987 provides us with a useful categorization. See, all three of them are, like different, but it's near about same, but they are not exactly same. There is a difference. Dissatisfaction is like if I'm not satisfied with something, anything disturbs an employee, whether or not the unrest is expressed in words. Yeah. Okay. So dissatisfaction is anything that disturbs an employee, whether or not the unrest is expressed in words. Complaint, a spoken or written dissatisfaction brought to the attention of the supervisor or the shop steward. Fine. And grievance is a complaint that has been formally presented to the management representative or to a union official. So if I have got a grievance towards something, I'm going to file the complaint. I mean, the complaint will be formally, and if suppose what grievance is exactly, a complaint that has been formally presented to a management, okay, representative or to a union official. In addition, there are different definitions of grievances that distinguish it from the other two. Few definitions are: a grievance is a formal dispute between an employee and management on the conditions of employment. Okay, so all these are in respect to management only, these definitions. Fine. Grievances are complaint that has been formally registered in accordance with the grievance procedure. A grievance is any dissatisfaction or feeling of injustice, yeah, in connection with one's employment situation that is brought to the attention of the management. Okay, so if I hold grievance towards the company, I'm going to give it to suppose I send a formal mail to the management, that would be a grievance. Fine. Okay, fine. Therefore, you will see that grievance is a formal and relatively drastic step compared to dissatisfaction and complaints. Okay. However, instances where complaints turn into grievances. See, grievance is a actually drastic step as compared to dissatisfaction, okay, or complaint. Fine. Is it clear? Okay, so did you understand the difference between a grievance and complaint or dissatisfaction? Okay, so that is a drastic step. Like if you are dissatisfied with something and you complain about that, see, if I'm dissatisfied, it's like I am feeling bad about it. I am not satisfied. I'm not saturated. Complaint is like if I'm complaining about something to the manager, it's like I am not giving it. It's not so drastic, okay, it's not so serious, okay, I'm just complaining. I'll speak to people about it, okay, I will tell my colleagues about it. But when it comes to grievance, I'm going to give it in written, okay, that I am, and to the management, whether it's in form of formal email or a written letter, it would be more drastic as compared to dissatisfaction and complaint. Here lies the difference. Fine. Fahad, Resi, Muhammad Khan, Joe and Lakshmi. Is it clear? Kelvin, Prabhavati. Any questions for me? Therefore, you will see that grievance is a formal, okay, this we have read. However, instances where complaints turn into grievances are not common since few employees will question their superior judgment. See, if Lakshmi, you are saying something? Okay, you don't have any questions, right? Okay. However, instances where complaints turn into grievances are not common. Okay. Okay. Now, see, no one wants to lose their job. See, if I am complaining against my superior judgment, the most likely thing is to happen, the most likely it can happen is I will lose my job, right? Because still there is a scenario, although they promise of, they say that they are not biased. Company people say they are not biased, but Still, if I am, challenging superior's judgment, okay, they will take me as negative. This is the scenario that is, that runs everywhere in the company, right? They actually think that will hurt their ego, right? And they will make you lose your job. Somehow, they are going to weave things which will make you lose your job. If you are, questioning your superior judgment, they won't let you leave in that company. Okay, they will just force you to. They won't let you, stay with that company anymore. Somehow they will want you to resign. So they will pressurize you, and somehow, you are going to resign. And the superiors, they will also support the superiors of your superiors. The bosses of your superior will also support him, because he is a trained employee. He is bringing them business, right? So owing to that, they will also, although he is wrong, he might be wrong, still they are going to support him. This is what happens in all the companies, in most of the companies, right? This is the kind of scenario you're going to find in most of the companies, whether it's an MNC or whether it's a public sector unit. Is it clear? Okay. So whenever we have any grievance, rather than, giving it to the management in written, because, there is no point in, harming your own self, right? What we do, we actually choose to stay quiet, right? Okay, features. If we analyze these definitions of grievances, some noticeable features emerge clearly. A grievance refers to any form of discontent or dissatisfaction with any aspect of the organization. So I may have grievance to the, like paying policies of the company. I may have grievance towards someone, okay, in the office, towards my superiors, towards the management. It could be towards anything in the organization. The dissatisfaction might rise out of employment and not due to personal and family problems. So, my boss might be, prejudiced. He might be giving me all the work. I might be completing it on time, and others might be getting, credit for the same. Because, my superior is biased and he favors the other employee more. So I may be dissatisfied that, okay, I am doing all work. I am, completing everything on time, and he is getting praises. He is getting appraisals. So this will generate dissatisfaction, because what he is doing at his path is wrong, right? Yeah. The discontent can rise out of real or imaginary reasons. When the employee feels that injustice has been done to him, he has a grievance. The reasons for such a feeling, an employee might perform very good in an interview, okay, like which he might be giving to get hike in salary or something else, okay. If everyone, gives interview to get hike in the salary, to get a superior post, to get a senior post, right? So if he has done well and someone else is getting promotion, obviously they are going to have grievance. The reasons for such feeling may be valid or invalid. And sometimes, we are very human beings. It is a human being's tendency. Being a human being, it's our tendency, right? That what we do, sometimes, thing doesn't exist, but we feel. It's our imagination that does exist. The superior might not be doing injustice to you, but you might be wrongly evaluating what he is doing, right? Fine. So sometimes, what we feel, it's not like whatever, sometimes what I feel might be correct, okay? But it's not like whatever I will feel all the time will be correct. There is no surety for it, right? Okay. The discontent can, so it could be imaginary. The reasons could be imaginary. I might be having grievance, but the reasons could be imaginary. The reasons for such a feeling may be valid or invalid, and sometimes grievances are invalid as well. Okay. The discontent may be voiced or unvoiced. Voiced means you are raising a voice against it, and sometimes you choose to stay quiet, but it must find expression in some form. Okay. However, discontent is not a grievance. Initially, the employee may complain orally or in writing. If this is not looked into promptly, the employee feels a sense of lack of justice. Now the discontent grows and takes the shape of grievance. So they are, see, suppose they are dissatisfied with something and they tell their superior about it, but he is turning deaf ear to their request. Now they will think that, okay, he is not listening to me at all. So this is going to take the shape of grievance. Broadly speaking, the grievances are traceable to perceived non-fulfillment of one expectations from the organization. Is it clear what grievance is? Any questions? Fahad, Fatima. Fatima, you have joined late. How are you? Lakshmi, Joe, Mohammed, Racy, and Fahad, Prabhavati, and Kelvin. Any questions? Okay, great. Forms of grievances. Now, there are various forms of grievances. Okay, a grievance may take any one of the following forms. Factual. A factual grievances arises when the legitimate needs of employer remain unfulfilled. What is this legitimate? Legitimate. Meaning of the word legitimate. Meaning. Sound. Lawful. It's like pertaining to laws. Pertaining to laws. Okay. Yeah. Wage hike has been agreed but not implemented, citing various reasons. So that means as per laws, factual grievances arises when they should get a hike as per laws, but it is unfulfilled. So they have agreed that they are going to give you a hike, but they have not implemented it. Agreeing something but not doing it. Agreeing something on papers. Okay, some companies, what they do, this happens most in case of blue collar jobs. The daily wagers, the people who work on daily wages, right? What they do, actually the person who might have hired them, they actually get money from the government, right? So what they do, they show it on paper that they might be getting a higher amount of money, but they give them less money, right? But since they are not very educated, so they actually never raise voice against it, right? And such is their condition that they need, in order to survive, they need money every day. Okay, because the amount they earn, they utilize that for to eat, okay, to buy eatables for themselves, right? So if they are denying that, how they are going to eat, right? These labors and all, right? Since they are not educated and they are not in the condition to raise voice against it, so that's why they do. They never say anything about it, even if they know about it. Employer-employee relations, imaginary. When an employee dissatisfaction is not because of any valid reason, but because of wrong perception, wrong attitude, or wrong information. Sometimes I may get furious towards the management because I perceive them, I have got wrong attitude towards them, I have got wrong perception towards them, and the information because of which I am angry with them is also wrong. Such a situation may create an imaginary grievance. Though management is not at fault in such instances, still it has to clear the fog immediately. Clear? What is the imaginary grievance and factual grievance? Is it clear? Kelvin, Prabhavati, Fahad, Racy, Joe, Lakshmi, Fatima, Fahad, and again Sunny. 2 Fahads are there in class. Okay. Now, disguised. An employee may have dissatisfaction for reasons that are unknown to himself. Sometimes we get angry, but we don't know the reason behind it. If he or she is under pressure from family, friends, sometimes we actually try to, I might be stressed due to family problems and I'm going to take it out at my workplace, right? And if I am not, and if I'm going to the work spot, I am already tensed over something. So obviously I will see if I am having grievance somewhere, okay, I'm going to take it out on something else. But unless and until I will take it out, I won't feel better from inside. This is the human nature, right? So I might be having grievance towards family or something else, okay. I might be passing through a hard time in family life, okay. Suppose I have got a big fight with my husband. I had a fight with my husband and now I'm going to office. So obviously I'll be in a bad mood. So I will take out my grievance on work. I won't be able to give 100% to work, right? If new recruit gets a new table and almirah, this may become an eyesore to the other employees who have not been treated likewise previously, right? So some people, when suppose the company has hired a new employee, okay, and if he is getting, a new cabin, and you might have not got the same when you might have joined the office, because at that time company might not be doing very well. Okay, so you may get furious that okay, see, he is getting all these facilities and I haven't got it when I have joined them, although I have got the same qualification as that of him, right? Is it clear? Any questions? Okay. Now I'm going to share one video with you. Kindly watch it, and once you are done with it, just let me know. Okay? Fine. So here is the link for the video. Kindly watch it at your end, and once you are done with it, just let me know. Then we are going to proceed ahead with it. Okay, and I have got one short quiz for you. Okay, once you are done with this video, kindly solve this. Okay, yeah, here's the link for the quiz. And first of all, what you people have to do, you have to watch that video. Kelvin, are you able to open it? Prabhavati, Fahad, Raisi, Mohammed Khan, Joe, Lakshmi, Fatima, Fahad, Lalu, and Sunny. Are you able to open the video? Just watch that, and then you have to solve the quiz, for which the link has already been pasted in the chat box. Yeah. So please take your time and solve it properly. Hi Maria, how are you? You have joined very late. Are you able to hear me, Maria? She's not responding. Once you are done with the video, just make sure that you solve that quiz. Is everyone done with the video? Is everyone done with the video? Please let me know in the chat box. Prabhavati, Fahad, Resi, Mohammed, Joe, Lakshmi, Fatima, Fahad, Lalu, Sunny, Maria, Kelvin. Okay, fine. Okay, now please solve that quiz, Fahad. If you are done, just solve that quiz and let me know your score. I have given one link in the chat box. This is an online quiz, okay? You have to follow. I'm just pasting the link again. How about others? Are you done with that video or not? Please finish it fast and then solve the quiz. Okay, solve the quiz. Please solve the quiz. I have already pasted the link in the chat box, I guess. Right, Mohammed Khan? Kelvin, are you done with the video? Please solve the quiz. Prabhavati, how about you? Resi, Lakshmi, Fatima, Fahad, Lalu, Sunny, and Maria. Just solve the quiz. Let me know your score. Then we'll proceed ahead. You have 5 more minutes. Okay, great. Let's proceed ahead. Now, causes of grievances. Please pay heed to the board. I hope everyone is done with the quiz and that video as well. Now, there can be several causes. There can, uncountable, causes for grievances, but some are listed here. Economic, wage fixation, overtime, bonus, wage revision. Employees may feel that they are paid less when compared to others. So sometimes, they might be, having grievances over wage fixation. Okay, they might be doing overtime, fine for it. Okay, and they might feel that they are getting less money. They might be getting, so see, the reason for the grievances could be, self-woven or could be factual as well. Okay, work environment, poor physical conditions of workplace, tight production norms, defective tools. So see, if I have not got equipment, if my props are not, up to the mark, there will be a grievance for it, right? I have to, suppose they have given me a faulty computer. How can they expect me to work fast with that? And suppose the computer is still having Windows XP and they want me to, speed up in terms of, projects. I should complete everything on time. So obviously it is going to generate a lot of, like anger at my end, right? Poor quality of materials, unfair rules, lack of recognition, right? Right, everyone? Okay. Supervision relates to the attitude of the supervisor. Supervisor might not be, he might be actually treating his subordinates, the supervisor, as like blue collar people. Okay, fine, Kelvin. Okay, towards the employee, such as perceived notion of bias, he might be doing favoritism. Like he might be giving excessive attention to some employee. Okay, and he might be neglecting others. Nepotism. What is this nepotism? What is nepotism? Nepotism. What is nepotism? Meaning, please. Nepotism is like giving favoritism to, relatives. Supporting relatives. Sometimes you might have seen that they might be recruiting their own relatives, okay, although they might be less deserving. Yeah. Yeah. But the spelling of relation is wrong. You might have typed it by mistake. It should be relation. Okay. Working group. Employees unable to adjust with his colleagues. No, it's okay. It's not like I'm doing it intentionally. Okay. Okay. Or I just want to, I'm not doing it. I'm just doing it so that you don't repeat it again. Okay. Now, employees unable to adjust with his colleagues suffers from feeling of neglect, victimism, and becomes an object of ridicule and humiliation. Sometimes, this does happen, like there must be group politics. Like if there are 5 members in a group, 4 might be, make one group and one might feel neglected. They might be laughing at him. They might humiliate him. In that case, it becomes hard for you to, work with them, right? And adjust with them. They might not be supporting you, right? Right, everyone? Okay. Miscellaneous. This includes issues related to certain violations in respect of promotions, safety methods, transfers, transfer disciplinary rules, fine, granting leave, medical facilities, etc. The following table describes the classification and causes of grievances. Wage grievances. Demand for individual wage adjustment, complaint about job classification, complaint about incentive system. So all these fall under wage grievances, miscellaneous. Supervision, complaint against discipline administration. Okay. Complaint against behavior of supervisor, objection to the method of supervision. Okay. Sometimes they may talk to you in tough tongue, supervisors. They might be using abusive languages sometimes, right? Working conditions, safety and health, violation of rules and regulations, miscellaneous. Is this much clear? Okay. Big sound, what kind of sound? Big sound, but I am sitting in a soundproof room. I don't have anyone around me. Is it fine now? I don't know what kind of sound you are referring to. Okay, okay. How about you, Prabhavati? Okay, okay. Now, working conditions, safety and health, violation of rules and regulations, miscellaneous, seniority and promotion, loss of seniority and transfer. Sometimes, what happens is this, they might ask you to report to your subordinates. Okay, loss of seniority, or they might ask you to, it's like they might demote you, right? Demotion, calculation, interpretation of seniority, promotion, denial or delay. Sometimes they may delay your promotions. Your subordinates might be working as bosses now, but still you are not getting promotion. Transfer or change of shift. Fine. Discipline, discharge, dismissal, layoffs. Layoff means giving pink slip. Alcoholism, absenteeism and accidents. Harshness of punishment and penalty. Fine. Now, what is this collective bargaining? Violation of contract, award or agreement. Okay. Interpretation of contract, award and agreement, settlement of grievances. And union management relationships like recognition of union, harassment of union bearers, soldering, go slow tactic. Fine. Is this much clear to everyone? Is this much clear to everyone? Okay. Now, here one example is being listed. Okay. Yeah, it's given here. Jackson traces the cause of grievances as arising from the following issues: working environment, light, space, heat, use of equipment, that is tools have not been properly maintained, supervisory practices, workload allocation, okay, personality clashes and other inter-employee disputes, work related or otherwise, behavior exhibited by managers or other employees, allocation of perks such as Saturday overtime, working in harassment, victimization and bullying incidents, refused requests, shift changes, annual leave. Yeah, correct. Problems with pay. They might be getting late bonus. He is getting late bonus, payments, adjustment to overtime pay, perceived inequalities in treatment, claims for equal pay. He is actually here, everything is not listed, which is listed here. He has got some grievances and reasons are being mentioned here. Pertaining to which department of the company? Fine, Mohammed Abdul. Organizational change, the implementation of revised. No, he has got several grievances, not one. Working environment, okay. Organizational change, that is the implementation of, see, it's mentioned here. I have taught you about it. This working environment, that is, he might be having problems with working environment, and this falls into this category. It falls into a particular category, right? Working environment, that is working conditions category, right? Right, Mohammed Abdul? Yeah. Okay. The authors stress that all these causes should be investigated to achieve the following twin objectives: redress the grievance of the complaint, initial remedial steps to prevent reoccurrence of similar grievances in future. Different aspects of grievances are as follows: organizational aspects, organization, structure, policy, plans and procedures. Okay. Informational aspects, ignorance about company rules, regulations, promotion policies, career prospects and transferability. Human aspects, a variety of reasons, the major one being poor mental health and attention. Now, what are the effects of grievances? Now, grievances, if not identified and redressed, may affect adversely the worker. See, if I am having grievance, I will never give my 100%. I will always be furious towards the organization, because those people who are, see, I might not be happy with the working environment, right? Is everyone able to hear me well? Is everyone able to hear me well? Mohammed, why don't you rejoin the class again? Fine. So if I am having grievances towards the organization, towards my superior, or any reason, could be anything, okay, then what will happen? My behavior, it will affect my behavior. It will also affect, my working style. It is going to affect my productivity, right? On production includes low quality of production and productivity, increase in the wastage material, leakage of machinery, increase in the cost. See, if I'm working in an organization and they are not giving me salary hike, I will be very furious towards them. I'll continue working with them, but I won't, do anything to benefit them, right? I'll just work because I'm getting paid for it. That's it, right? See, when it comes to grievance, I'll tell you, I'll come to it. Cost of production is like, it's like I am supposed to do some work, okay? I have got some productivity, right? I am being productive for the company, okay? And if I am not doing my work up to the mark, obviously they'll have to hire surplus, they need to have someone else, okay? So this is how it is going to increase the cost of production, because, I am not fulfilling my duties properly, right? So they need to have, either a surplus employee, okay? Another employee who need to see what one can do. If he is not doing, two people will do that. So this is how. Fine, Mohammed Abdul. So what? But see, grievance could be factual or imaginary. So you never know. If it is imaginary, what will you do about it? That is your own nature, right, Mohammed Abdul? Is it clear, Mohammed Abdul? Shall we proceed ahead? Please let me know in the chat box. Yeah. Increase in the wastage of material, increase in the cost of production per unit. On the employee, increases the rate of absenteeism and turnover, reduces the level of commitment. If I am furious towards the organization, I won't be committed, I won't be sincere, I won't be punctual. Increases the incidence of accidents, reduces the level of employee morale, and I won't feel motivated. And if I'm not feeling motivated for something, obviously my quality of work would be poor. Okay, I won't give my 100%. On the managers, grievances, the effect of grievances on the managers. What is the effect of grievance on the managers? Strains the superior subordinate relationship. Okay, increases the degree of supervision, control, and follow up. Increases in discipline cases. Okay, increase in unrest and thereby machinery to maintain industrial peace. Okay. So see, if I'm having a grievance towards my manager and if he assesses that, okay, it's very simple. If I am having a grievance, I will be furious, right? If I'm having a grievance, I will be furious. I will be angry. I will have anger. And if when you are angry, what is going to happen? You won't be able to concentrate. And if you are not putting your whole concentration into something, it increases you'll be, lost in your own thoughts. Because grievances, you are tied up to grievance. You are not tied up to work anymore. Okay. So because of that, there are possibilities that accidents may happen. No, but see, when we get angry, yeah, when we get angry, we start doing our own harm, right? If I'm angry towards someone, my mind will be affected, right? My thinking capability will be affected. I will be more tensed, right? No, see, it can have several reasons, but it's being mentioned here that there are more chances of accidents. Okay. See, if I am diverted in another direction, what is going to happen? Yeah, correct, Renzi. Yeah, performance will decrease. It's not like they are saying that it is going to happen for sure. It's like the accidents, the probability of accidents will increase. It may happen. They are not saying that it is going to happen. It may happen. There is a possibility for it. Mohammed Abdul. Please mark my words. There is a possibility. There is more probability of accidents. See, it's not like it can happen. Anything can happen. You cannot predict future. So there is a possibility. Okay. There is a possibility that if you are angry over something or someone, okay, then you won't be able to focus. And if focus is not there, obviously accident can happen. That's it. Fine? Fine, everyone? I am not saying that. I don't know. See, don't divert it in another direction. Okay? I'm just saying it that it may happen. That's it. That's my point. It's being written in the book. Okay? Yes, correct. It may happen. And sometimes even if you are, it may even happen in cases when you are tied up to your work, you are not having any grievance. So it can happen in either cases, but it is likely to happen. It might happen more when you are having a grievance inside you. Fine? About something. Fine? Fine, everyone? Shall we proceed ahead? All right. Employer-employee relations. Beach also refers to several reasons why there should be a formal procedure to handle grievance. Yeah, it is related. See, the next chapter we are going to do, you are going to get things from here. So that's why I'm teaching you this. Okay? The next chapter we are going to get. Okay? The next chapter we are going to get. Okay? Which I'll be teaching. It is going to have, you need to know this chapter, then only you will be able to understand that chapter well. Fine, Maria? Okay. I hope you don't have any grievance towards me. If you have it, just sort it out now. Okay? Otherwise, it is going to affect teacher-student relationship. Okay? Yeah, please let me know if you have grievance towards me. Anything. Anyone out there? Any questions? Okay, let it be. Now, let's proceed ahead. All employee complaints and grievances are in actual practice not settled satisfactorily by first level supervisor due to lack of necessary human relations skills or authority to act. Okay, it serves as a medium of upward communication, whereby the management becomes aware of employee frustrations, problems, and expectations. It operates like a pressure release valve on a steam boiler, providing the employees with an outlet to send out their frustrations, discontent, and grief. It also reduces the likelihood of arbitrary action by the supervision, since the supervisors know that the employees are able to protest such behavior and make their protest heard by higher managers. The very fact that employees have the right to be heard and actually heard helps to improve morale, right? So see, if I'm having grievance, the management, and if it is factual, okay, grievance, employers, they should not turn a deaf ear to it. They should hear it, because it's our right. We are working for them. We are productive for them. So it is going to improve our morale. right? Even if they don't take decision in our favor, okay, but still it is going to improve our morale that, okay, they are willing to listen to us, the higher management, right? We won't feel neglected and dejected, right? See, we are equal shareholders in terms of their success, right? We are equal shareholders in terms of their success, right? We are working for their success. We are being paid for that. That's okay. But we are working for them. So they should listen to it, right? And that is very well mentioned in the laws, right? When they make us sign the contract, it's like, give and take relationship, right? Right, everyone? Any questions for me? Anyone out there? Right. The discovery of grievances. Now, how they can get to know that there is a grievance. Okay. Grievances can be uncovered in number of ways. Gossip and grapevine offer vital clues. We have learned about grapevine communication earlier, right? So the company can get to know, others can get to know about, this grievances of others through grapevine communication and gossip too, right? Right boxes. What is this right box? What is right box? What is a right box? Please let me know what is a right box. Anyone? Yeah, correct. Complaints box. Yeah. Open door policies, periodic interviews, exit surveys could also, see, they can, okay, wait, yeah. So open door policies, periodic interviews, okay, they can also do surveys. The company can do surveys to get to know about their grievances, the employees' grievances, right? Observation. A manager supervisor can usually track the behavior of people working under him. So if I am being your manager, okay, if I am not being your manager, or suppose Fahad is my manager, okay, Fahad being the manager and few people, and suppose Prabha, Kelvin, Racy, me and Sunny is, okay, we are working under him, so it's his responsibility to track our behavior, right? He can observe us and he can get to know our grievances. If a particular employee is not getting along with the people, spoiling materials due to carelessness or recklessness, showing indifference to command, okay, reporting late for work or is remaining absent, the signals are fairly obvious, right? So if Fahad is finding any symptoms in me or any other team member, obviously I might be having some grievance, right? Since the supervisor is close to the scene of action, he can always find out some unusual behaviors and report promptly, right? See, unless and until the team member is keeping the grievance in him, there will be a loss for the company and as well as for him. So it should be, like sorted out as earliest as possible so that he can give 100% by himself from his side. Fine? Is it clear? So we are done for today. Okay. We are going to continue in the next class. Okay. Take care. Thank you so much.